My life is amazing. Everything seems to be coming together. It's such a New Year thing, but I'm not about those holidays or specific days. I'm never a New Year's resolution or anything, but just the way that everything has fallen. I guess December's kind of a busy time of year, right? So there was a lot of stuff that I had to do and had to get done. And when I say that, it's probably just like toy reviews. I just feel a lot of pressure because it's a big season. You get a lot of money. Uh, I've been getting a lot more money on YouTube, and that's really optimistic. And also, I also realize that I've been really negative here, and I kind of combat that with I'm being real and authentic. And I am, and I always come here to talk about that stuff. And I also feel that I have this realization about my situation and who I am. And because I've always been this giant dreamer and I've always been so optimistic. But in recent years, I feel I had to come to terms with reality. So a lot of people think that comes off as negative, and maybe it does come off as negative. Maybe I'm not manifesting properly. Like, probably I should say more positive things, be more positive, but at the same time, there has to be this balance because I don't want to be this social media. This is another thing that keeps coming up. The social media douchebaggery. I can't. People's best lives and best self. I hear people talking about Pinterest-worthy houses, but okay, that's really important to me. For me to have perfect, beautiful surroundings is makes me able to function better. And what you're seeing right now is the aesthetic that I thrive in, and I have been thriving. I have been getting up really early in the morning, and I've been making a video and then planning. I get when I make a video for on my toy channel, I get really excited and I want to put it up right away. But I'm realizing that's not the best thing to do. There are certain times, and you have to follow these rules, and then also you have to wait a bit before they can be monetized because I don't know, they have to process in some way. So if I just don't rush everything, yeah, it's a balance, which everybody tells you that's the way to live, balance. And I guess that's been working pretty well with my diet. I have been cheating every once in a while, but I don't know if I think I talked about this before, but my cockroach thing really is working. Again, the holidays, you make more excuses and stuff, but I tell my cockroach that you've had enough food, you don't need any more food. That's working. I have been slacking on exercising. I think because I've been so busy, but yesterday I did some exercises. I think I exercise way too much too. I almost passed out, and maybe that's why. I try to understand why I look as good as I do. Look, there's something positive I'm saying about myself, because I shouldn't look as good as I do under the circumstances of what I do. Now, I would like to look a lot better physically. Again, aesthetics are really important to me. Oh, I'll just keep on going on to side tangents. I took some, what are they called? Narcissist tests. And they're pretty legit too. They're from like scientists and stuff. and they're online. Maybe I'll have to figure out what the links are to them or something. I had to look them up. Where did I see it? Oh, I guess H3 and Trisha Paytas were doing them, but I found the actual tests that they took, and I really thought I had overcome my narcissism, and I think it's in a different way than most people have. I don't know, everyone's different. I'm really weird and odd and unusual. I know that for sure. But when I took one of the tests told me I was super narcissistic, like really bad. And then the other test, the test that was either yes or no questions, if I had to make choices, that the better of the two choices made me a total narcissist. And then there was another test that put you on a sliding scale. So you had, yeah, so there were five choices, degrees of your answer would follow within those five choices. And on that sliding scale one, I was very low on the narcissistic scale, which kind of makes sense to me, because to if I have to make a black and white answer, I am going to go for the more positive, more self-confident approach. But if I am on a sliding scale, I have that option to keep things a little lower and be a little more humble. So it makes sense to me. But I was really surprised, because I totally thought I was over that. And then the area where I excelled in narcissism was actually physical appearance, which is wow. I guess it does mean a lot to me. I guess that was the biggest trauma of my childhood, was feeling really ugly all the time. Even though people were constantly telling me how cute I was. But when I looked in the mirror, I felt like crying. I felt hideous. Control issues, that's something, yeah. So I can there's body dysmorphia and anorexia and trying to control. If you can't control the rest of your life, you find something that you can control, and I guess that is food and health. And again, I don't know how I manage to look as good as I do under the circumstances of how I live my life. I guess for the most part, I don't eat fast food or drink soft drinks every day, or ever. I don't count A&W as fast food, because I choose ethical meat on lettuce wraps without condiments. So I guess it's not exactly a fast food now, is it? Okay, so I probably am going to do a better tour of what's going on here, but I really have cleaned out my room, and it's not perfect right now, because I'm getting a stand for that light. I have to take the rest of the Christmas toys out of their room. I'm kind of setting up my favorite toy walls, so I have something to look at, so it can be simple and nice, and I can still be happy. I really have to tackle what's in this closet here, which is a lot of clothes. I think that'll be a great video for on here for me to, it's a diorama table, for me to go through clothes. What a weird time to go through clothes when you haven't left the house in so long. And dead air. And I haven't left the house even before COVID even happened. So I have all of these clothes that I haven't worn in 4 years. Will I feel better if I just get rid of everything? What if I need to wear clothes sometime? Maybe I've reached that point in my life, and I think I have reached this point many years ago where I just don't do anything that I don't want to do anymore. It's like 65-year-olds do this. They're just like, I know what's important to me, and I'm not going to put up with any garbage anymore. I'm going to live my life without any judgment. And that's what I've been doing for the last few years. But maybe I should not worry. Like, I did keep a lot of those clothes for auditions and stuff. And I'm not auditioning anymore, nor do I have any desire to ever do that again. So, I think I've just decided to get rid of all my clothes. How perfect would it be if I just kept the stuff that I wear? I'd have 6 hoodies, some white t-shirts, and 2 pairs of jeans. Maybe 3 pairs of jeans. I have a backup for if my jeans are dirty and I need to leave them. I guess I have a lot of backups. That's the problem. I have a lot of clothes. I should probably just keep my favorites. Is it decided? Anyway, let me know what you think if you're interested in seeing any of these. And I guess I probably will do a whole completed room once I finish with Christmas and get the toys out and make, I don't know, this looks a little oddly constructed. I'm still not sure about that, but yeah, maybe I'll take those lamps off, or maybe I don't know. We'll talk about this. That's the update. I am going to be positive and manifest positivity. I even like my hair. I'm so happy with my haircut. I don't know why I even think about changing that. Shaved on the sides, long on top. I want this to get really long on top. But it's always been the best hairdo. I guess, again, that was like agencies and stuff telling me. I'm my own person. I am so happy. It's just a coincidence that it's also New Year's. I love you. I wish I would have had better lighting this whole time.